Hello everyone! My mic wasn't quite in there for a moment, but now it's working again. So, we got the MA37 here, or rather the MA40 from Halo Infinite, and I'm going to be working on it. I'm going to be streaming a little bit of it, because I've never done this to Nerf guns before, and it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. Plus, there are a lot of people that want to do this online. So, at the moment, all I did was take 3 screws out of here. I've got them in a box to the side that allow me to take apart the bottom grip. So that can go in the box over here that's just on top of Ion's gunpla for now. And I'm just going to take a small knife to this and start taking off plastic. And I've already done it to this side. There was a Nerf logo just about here. And I've just taken that off with a knife and then sanded it down. So it's pretty smooth at the moment. So let's go ahead and do this. I can't remember which way I did it on the other side, but we'll just this is going to be a lot of scraping. So if you don't like hearing this sound, then yeah, it's going to be a bit nasty. But the idea is at least to have control over this way. So I should just be able to scrape off the logo here and then the Halo one. It's going to take a while. Like, originally I was going to sand this off, but I was told that this way there'd be a little bit more control. And I'd be able to do it just as easy. So, it's going to get interesting. Like I said, I've never done this to a Nerf gun before. I've got a spur just in case. So, if it turns out terrible, then I can just have a spare one. As you can see though, all this plastic is starting to come off here just a little bit. Half a little bit here. Just gotta make sure I don't go too crazy with taking the plastic off, so I end up with a dent in it. But yeah, hello to everyone that's in chat. Hope you're alright. Just like slowly getting rid of this Nerf logo here. And then I can use sandpaper on it, and when this is all done, it'll look really nice when I've primed over the top of it. Hopefully. I would have used Halo music for the background, but I don't know whether I get copyright strike for that, so. But yeah, the whole point of doing this was to show the process really for everybody, because I know a load of people on YouTube that do sort of like Nerf mods or paint jobs and stuff, and they don't actually show it. Especially when it's coming together like this, so. I'm just going to keep going here and see how this looks after a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's already going pretty well here. Just like slowly getting rid of this embossed plastic here. I'm going to end up with an absolute ton of plastic on this table by the end of this. Proof says, if you fail, you can always blame someone that distracted you with hentai. By the way, Proof, hope the audio is alright for you. We're the balancing. Nice to see you in chat again. I've got to get this just the right angle because it's a bit awkward when the way that I'm sat in the chair. The rifle takes up so much space here. Let's just try and put this on my lap and then put it a little bit closer to the camera. But yeah, I did it on the other side and it looked pretty cool, so all I need to do is just sand it down pretty well and then give it a nice coat of primer, and it should cover up any marks that I've made. The idea is to eventually go lightly on this with some rattle cans, and it should not show any marks. Proof says it's fine. You grinding and scratching plastic? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the sound of me grinding plastic here. It's pretty bad. But I mean, it's what I gotta do to lightly take the plastic off. So hopefully it's not too bad. I mean, it's working. We've took that paint off, and you can see all the plastic build up here. Just gonna make sure I keep this relatively flat, and then also go over it with a file later on. I'm doing some stuff. I'm modding my 144 Bawu. Ooh, what are you doing to it? This thing is like slowly going down here. It took me a while before to do the other side. It's gonna probably take a while on this side. Oh god, the scratching of plastic here is terrible, especially when you can tell it's pretty hollow. Ah! Goes through me, that. It's like nails on a chalkboard when you hit it wrong. It's absolutely terrible. Sorry for anyone who does not like this sound, by the way. Darkstar Archangel says, the good thing... Oh, good thing I avoided the video game awards. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Could send you a video of what I saw and what I'm trying to replicate. By all means, I'll check it out in a bit. This is slowly coming off here. Like push some of this out the way onto the table. We're pretty far down at this end, but I still need to do the other end. I'm actually surprised how well this knife goes through this plastic. Ah! Not that way, not that way. Ah, terrible. I've got to keep this in frame as well. So there's the ammo counter, and there's the grip that I took off before. I was actually thinking it'd be pretty awkward to take this thing apart, but no, it's pretty easy. But yeah, I've never done any Nerf mods before. I've never really been into Nerf guns until this thing came out, and then it's like, you know what, I'll just get it and paint it as a display piece and have it for a laugh. Because I remember saying ages ago when I was playing Halo 3 with Sean, it's like, if we ever see the battle rifle or the assault rifle available to purchase, I'd get it. Like, if they do the battle rifle now, I'll be pretty screwed, because then I'll be like, okay, now I've got to get two things here. Sorry for anyone that does not like the sound of me going over this over and over and over and over and over again. You could use some fine sanding paper for the rest. Oh, trust me, I've got that. It's next to me at the bottom here. It's just... I gotta get the main parts done with the knife. It just gives me a lot more control. Let's try that way. There's a little bit less scraping here. Jesus. You can see how much plastic has come off this at the moment. There's just a ton of it. The last time I touched green plastic like this was when I modded I think it was Figure Arts Cammy from Street Fighter V, where she came with a absolutely awful pelvis section that looked nothing like the game, so I had to modify that. And there was green plastic like this everywhere, so fun times. We're doing good here, we're almost done with the main bit. Come on, Halo. Just trying to scrape this Nerf logo off is annoying enough. The Halo one is going to be another pain at the bottom here, but after that's done, then we should be good. And then once the logos are removed, I think we're alright. I don't think there's anything else on this. Actually, no, there is on the other side. There's like some other stuff that I might have to get with a file. Modified cami to your liking, says Proof. Well, it was the whole thing of the way that they'd done the waist joints. There was no articulation in the thighs. It was like there were no high kicks or anything, so I ended up having to freaking modify it. I was following I think it was a tutorial that was on 4chan at the time. It actually worked out really well. Like, the whole idea was, where the thighs were, there was a cut just above it that was coloured, like bits of plastic that were coloured to look like skin, but it got in the way terribly compared to like Chun-Li in the same line, if I remember rightly. So I ended up, if it was taking the paint off that looked like skin to make it match her bodysuit that she's got, and then ended up cutting away at that until it was actually high-legged because it wasn't in the original mold, and by doing that it actually gave her way more mobility. So yeah, that was a crazy modification. That come on, how far are we through this now? Actually, what about we're getting close in some areas here. Hang on. Try and concentrate on this end and get it as low as I can, and then we'll do the other side. Ah, that sound again. You just see how much plastic goes into just the logo alone on these things. Okay, we're pretty low at the moment, but not low enough. How much plastic has come off this? Seriously. You can just see all the buildup of it slowly coming off. It's like, I understand why they have to put logos on and everything, but they could easily just use like stickers or whatever. Probably wouldn't. Would it save a little bit of money if they didn't do it in solid plastic? I don't know. Okay, how far are we? We've got a little way to go on the back end here. The front of it is pretty close to being low to the plastic, though. It'd be great when this thing's off, because I can do a comparison with the other one that I've got. The hell was that? It was like some random bit of plastic just fell off me there. You could build an entire Zaku out of all of this plastic. I know, right? Actually, I was thinking something along those lines. I was like, seriously, this is ridiculous. I've got more off this than I have off, than off one of the high-grade kids. That sound, man, it goes through me. It's absolutely terrible. Alright, let's push some of this plastic off here and see what we're doing. So much mess. I'm gonna have to clean up the table later on. Come on. Seriously, dusting this thing down is gonna be a must. It's like it's going all over my compression gloves and everything. Okay, we're getting there. Trying to get this end particularly because I've not done it too much. Okay, we're getting there. The Nerf logo is still there. It's raised up about 0.5 millimeter maybe. I think I have more waste plastic off this than I actually do with the runner of like the last 3 kits I've built. It's pretty nuts. You can hear it's gliding a little bit easier over the plastic now though, so that's a good sign. I feel like catching just a little bit. Make sure I glove the entire thing here, because if I don't and I start getting uneven surface, that's when it's going to go real bad. This is like now. We're getting so close. The middle of it is pretty flat. It's just the exterior bits. That. Seriously. It's nuts how much plastic is coming off this thing. I know I've been on about it already loads, but considering this is just the logo as well, I'm actually surprised. See if I can get a little bit of that with the file here. Trying to work around everything that I've got. Maybe I can use the file just a little bit here and speed up the process. Well, the way it's basically just highlighting the Nerf logo again. No, it's still raised. That's it's not quite happening there at the moment. See if I can use the knife a little bit again. We're almost there. So I can feel like the middle of it is just gone. It's just just a little bit either side. Hang on. Let's take that glove off. Put that there for the moment. Let's see if I can work this with the file again. Don't want to take off too much here, but just enough to get rid of this goddamn logo. Hey Nova, are you starting to get for painting? I'm getting rid of the logo first. Not Nova. Yeah. Not Nova, non, sorry. I read it wrong there. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm getting rid of the logos first and then getting it ready for painting. Sorry about that, non. It's because I've got chat like on the other screen that's not close to me. Let's try and do it this way instead so I don't ruin this line at the bottom. Yeah, the idea is that I want to get rid of the logos to make it look as accurate as the video game version. I'm just going to be careful because there's a line here that continues, and if I ruin that, then it's going to be pretty bad. The amount of green plastic on the desk at this point is ridiculous. Okay. I just need to get this a little bit more. That moment where all my setup is moving because of how much pressure I'm applying to the desk here. The thing is, there's two screw holes, or at least what look like screw holes for the actual design back here, so I don't want to go too far back, just enough to get rid of this logo and make it really flat. I think I've more or less done it now. Let's just go over it with the flatter section just to see. Oh, that's come out real nice. Okay, let's dust this thing off if I can. Jesus Christ. Ugh. The amount of dust on this thing now, plastic dust, is pretty nuts. Like, it is all over the place. I suppose I could go and do this in the other room and get rid of the majority of it. I'm just trying to get as much as I can off here. Doesn't look like I've hit these little details, which is good. You could fill in the hole with putty. No, I don't want to fill it in. I didn't want to file over it and make it look terrible. Hang on. Because the idea is I don't want to be filling in details that need to be there in the final design, you know. Right, I have a Q-tip or a cotton bud for this. I'm just going to... Ah, there we go. Just trying to make sure I knew where one was, because we got a bunch of them. So I'll use that for dusting the bit that I need to dust, so I can see this tiny detail that I'm on about. So the detail that I'm on about, specifically, is around here. There are two what look like rivets or whatever, and they get a load of dust in them. I managed to get that out now and just use the Q-tip as well to get rid of some of the small stuff. Because I'm inside, I don't just want to go blowing this dust all over the place in here. If I do that, it'll go terrible, so I might do it outside later on. Okay, that's cleaned it up enough. Now what we'll do is we'll use some fine grade sandpaper. I'll start out with it like this, and then we'll make it a bit wet and see how it goes, because I want this to be like super smooth now. Only got to go so far though because of these like little details. I just want to get it like the other side, because the other side is fabulous. Well, let's go dip this in water and see what happens. Okay. So now what we do is we're going to go over this with the wet sandpaper, and we're just going to slowly file away at this to get it real smooth. I don't even know what grade this is. All I know is it's just sandpaper that you can make wet and it lasts longer. You can faintly see the Nerf logo on this now, but the thing is, like, if I put a load of primer over that, it's not gonna matter. Come on now, this is gonna hopefully look real good. Let's feel how smooth that is. Oh my god, that is so smooth right now. Okay. Hopefully I've not accidentally hit any of the details down here and and don't get any of them off with any of this. Right, let's give this a wipe down in a moment and see what it's like. That feels so smooth. I can just about see the Nerf logo there. Oh, you dropped the headset. Fun stuff. Okay. So, let's give this a wipe down. See what this looks like up close. That doesn't look too bad, but it's still, I don't know, there's a load of scratches over this end. Maybe we can just give it a little bit more of a sand. Go over it just like this a little bit. Yeah, the other side looks a little bit cleaner. You can just about see that, I think. Yeah, you can just about see that on camera. At least it looks better. Like I said, I've got to go over it with primer and stuff. I might actually just go over that a little bit more with the wet sandpaper, primarily because I don't like the fact that it's not totally 100% smooth like the other side. have a laugh here. Let's pour a little bit of my, there we go. Going a little bit improvised here because I don't want to go in the other room, so I just turned around and poured my drink over it. I'm like, yeah, this is fine, I'll just pour my drink over it. It's no big deal, just do a little bit of sanding, you know. Be cool because I want this to be pretty much like the Reach MA37, which is why it's just called like the MA37 project, the stream name. So I figure what I can do is I can sand everything off, paint it, and paint it looking like an MA37, and then do like custom decals and stuff. Try and get the lights on it working and stuff like that, and it'll look real nice. Let's try and focus more on the back here where it was messed up before. Okay, let's see how that looks. If I wipe all that down, how's this gonna look? Hopefully it's gonna look nice. Oh, just realised the charging handle was wobbling a bit on this side as well because of how I've got it balanced. Okay, that still doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too good either. Primarily because of all the scratching. Like I said, paint will probably help over that, but it's real smooth right now on both sides, which is, yeah, it's nice. Now to do the other bit. I really wish I'd not put the charging handle on this thing, but I don't know how to take it off yet, so the last bit to go here is this Halo logo. I'm just trying to find out where I put my goddamn knife. I think it's here. So time to take off the good old Halo logo. Like, when I actually come to paint it, I'm going to take it fully apart, but I should have warned everybody you're going to hear a lot of scratching, but my bad. I just realized, I was going to say, am I holding that wrong? But no, I'm not. My god. That moment where I'm just like tripping while trying to do this. So all I need is a ton of Scotch-Brite after this and just like take it apart and then pick it away at it and make sure all the paint can adhere to it. Takes a while, but I mean, hopefully at the end of the day it's gonna be worth it. Hopefully. I'm like sat here trying to do this, something I've never really tried before. Probably won't ever do again, to be honest, like I said, unless they bring out something else like the battle rifle. I'm actually wondering why they didn't show off the battle rifle for Infinite. I mean, it's possible that they've replaced it with something else. I just hope the game's decent. It's not like when I'm doing Gunpla, where most of it is pretty silent, you know. Instead, this is all, like, hands-on. Okay, we're slowly getting there. the first letter in the logo is going. Really wish they'd done the MA5B, I think it is, or C, the one from Halo 3. But like the Boomco one looks absolutely terrible. I just realised, am I resting that on the charging handle again? Yes, I am. Damn it. I'm gonna have to keep my hand under it so I'm not doing that, because I risk breaking the charging handle. Kind of seeing all the crazy efforts that people go into now to do custom Nerf paint jobs. I'm kind of getting more respect for the people that spend a load of time doing that, especially if they take off the logos and stuff. Primarily because this is so much effort right now, and because I'm sat in an awkward position compared to what I do with Gunpla. It's actually straining me like crazy. It's putting like massive strain on my spine here. Here's where I start complaining about back problems later on. How long have we been going for? 37 minutes? Jesus. Of those 37 minutes, it took like 30 to take off one logo. We're slowly getting there. Slowly. To be honest, I'd like to hurry this up, but like, you don't want to rush it just in case. Doing a similar project with a Nerf Frostbite Air, turning it into a Camus, I think that is, from Let It Die. They're both Scar H models. For the logo, did you use any chemicals to weaken it? No. I literally just went at this with a knife. Like, the way that I've gone at this, because my dad does like a load of models and a load of plastic work and stuff, I was like, how am I going to get this off? And he's like, just use a knife here. Like, I could just sand it off? He's like, no, I'll just use this knife and then sand like the last little bits with a file and sandpaper. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, why do I do this? And he's like, well, it gives you more control. So yeah, fun stuff. Like I said, it's even worse because I'm on camera and I'm hunched over trying to do this. There's so much plastic on the desk right now, it is nuts. Interesting, says none. Come on now. Let's get a bit of this residue, or the dust off here. So with the first couple of letters we're doing alright, with the back we're doing alright. It's this letter L. It's just not moving whatsoever. Here's where I find out later on there's probably like a much better way of doing this, but because it's my first time doing this, it's just like, nah. Like I said, I'll probably try and get it as flat as I can and then go with the file and try using that like I did the last time. Slow and steady wins the race here. In this case, strains my spine. I was originally using a file that didn't work. I mean, the file for the last little bit is real good. The only thing I'm worried about this at the moment is the fact that it's left like scratches on the plastic and stuff, even though I've sanded it like so it's smooth again. You can still faintly see the bottom of the Nerf logo, but apart from that, I have a feeling like as long as I spray primer over the top of it and then the top coat, like primer, base coat, then top coat, you shouldn't be able to see the logos at all after, which is going to be great. And I keep wondering whether I'm resting on the charging handle here and then changing my arm position to try and help my spine. Like, seriously, there's hunched over, and then there's what I'm doing right now, which is probably going to turn me into, like, the Hunchback of Notre Dame by the time I'm 35. Oh, come on. Let's try and follow the shape here a little bit and try and press on a little bit more. Proof says, slow and steady wears him down by the amount he has to scratch. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Come on now. Like, we're slowly getting there. It's a pain in the ass because of the way the logo is as well. Come on. Like, this part, this Halo logo seems a lot harder to remove, primarily because of, like, the shapes on it and stuff. The knife is not going well against this compared to the Nerf logo, and I have no idea why. Maybe the edges or something? It's just, you can see there's not as much plastic coming off, and I am putting just as much effort into removing it. Come on. Let's try and... I'm going to try using the file just a little bit. That's sad. I figure if I can get a little bit of a start on this. As long as I don't file this down too much, we're good. Look at how much this is taking off here, jeez. Right, can we try doing a little bit of this with the knife now? Maybe I've made it a little bit easier, hopefully. If not, I'm just gonna keep going at it with the file. Yeah, there's... I don't know, I can't... I can't. Let's just try it with a file. It's because of the angles of the letters, I think, so... It's like, it was alright until I got like halfway down and then it just went. So much more awkward than the top section here. Thing is, when you look at like other paint jobs that people have done for these, they look real nice. They always leave like the Nerf and the Halo logo on and it looks stupid. It's like you got that much effort into a paint job, why leave the logos on? Now I can see, because the logos are a bitch to remove. Like even with this file it's taking forever. I just realised I hope there's no extra details here that I needed to keep. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, thank God. Glad there's no like rivets or stuff that I was filing over and filing into oblivion there. Let's see. Yep, the logo is the biggest roadblock. I did not want to keep it on there. Yeah, I feel like if you go in for something like this where you're trying to get a little bit more realism out of it, you do not want to keep the logo. You know. Funny thing is, if this one comes out real good, then I've got another one to do as well, so it's going to be like a double project, basically. As long as my back doesn't give out, then I'm fine. Right, let's fill this down a little bit more, and then we'll go at it with the sandpaper, the wet and dry again. Go to about there. We'll go with the other side, which is a little bit finer. See if this will smooth it off a little bit. I just hope that hitting this with primer gets rid of all this marks and stuff. Okay, that's feeling pretty nice at the moment. I still gotta get rid of that. It's not a TM, it's like a copyright sign here. The amount of plastic dust on this thing at the moment is nuts. Okay, the copyright sign looks like it might be gone. Okay, so that's, I think the logo is gone. Just making sure here. Just going across where it was and just giving it a nice go over. Stealth says you keep starting projects and never finishing them. I know. It's like the ones I've got at the moment, the Gunpla ones. It's because I'm waiting for other kids to come in. Although saying that, I was doing the gym guard the other day. It's like I still need to do that, but I keep on having a break and really doing stuff that catches my attention, or you know, stuff that I want to do. So like, if I do Gunpla too much, it's just like, today I just feel like doing a little bit on this. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll do it. And then, like with the GBO2 one, or the Gunpla one, when I get more of the kits in, I'll be doing more of it. That was the whole idea, was to do it gradually as I keep getting more kits in, which is why I'm doing this one at the moment. Like I said, I was just curious about how to take out the logos and stuff, so I go and ask, and then next minute it's turning into a full-blown start of something. You know. Looks like a job for the belt, Sander. Yeah, I mean, all these projects will eventually be finished. It's just a case of it'd be finished a little bit quicker if I had the paints and everything for them and all the kits. But in the meantime, it's like, okay, I'll just start this because it's something else for me to do and it's interesting and keeps my attention. Honestly, I don't know why I took that really kind of personally. It's like, you never finish anything. It's like, but I kind of do. It just takes a long time. I'm showing my insecurities on stream here right now. Not good. Right, let's take the sandpaper. We'll put water on it, and then away we go. So I'm just gonna do the stupid thing here and just pour my my drinking water on this. Come on now, just a little bit. This is like not the way to do it. I just poured like drinking water over everything, but I can't be bothered going in the other room, so I'm just gonna have to, like, clean up everything later on. Pure genius here. At least none of the major electronics are here. Then again, I'm not using any of the electronics internally. Everyone's like, what are you doing? Do you ever use that? It's like, no. It's supposed to be a replica that's that's painted. So it's not so much that I'm using it. It's more just the whole thing of having the shell and stuff to remind me of a once good franchise. Big brain plays, Moody. I'm hoping that it's not bad. I mean, at least we've managed to remove this. Exram says, what's with the karate chop? Just got it. It was getting rid of all the plastic that's coming off this damn thing. Hello to everyone that's coming in, by the way. I know this sandpaper is real nice when it's wet. It makes everything super smooth, so hopefully it's getting there. Really fine grade sandpaper. Stealth says, even though the sink is literally in the next room, I'm too lazy to get up and move. So I'll use my drinking water, Moody 2020. I mean, it's one of those where the water's right next to me, so I might as well use it. You know, it's only a little bit of drinking water. I feel like I'm just giving you guys ammo right now. You know. Seriously, I'm going at this like crazy with the sandpaper in hopes that it's going to be like super smooth. Okay, that feels kind of decent. I love the way if we remove the gun for a moment, you can just see like all the... What can you? You can see like all the water next to the knife there and stuff. I needed to clean up all this anyway, like before there wasn't this much dust. If I change the... Actually, if I just put the gun there in the way so you can see how much dust is there, because the exposure, there's tons of like dust that's just come off this gun. It's nuts. Right, let's try and dab this up a little bit and see how it looks and feels. I feel like again it's kind of left a load of scratches on the plastic, but those will get covered up. Same with the logo. Just give this a damn good wipe over. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before, so... Hang on. Devasia says, gotta say though, whoever's the fool that designed the sticker sheet for the heavy arms needs the head examined. Wait, what? Oh. Come on. We got like plastic in some awkward areas here. Nope. Okay, you can kind of see the scratching a little bit. Hang on, let's just try and get this angle right. You can see a tiny bit of it there on camera. It's kind of awkward at the moment. Is that residue left over? Yeah, it was a little bit. So it doesn't look that bad on camera here at the moment, but in person, it's pretty scratched down the side from where I've been going at it. But it's also pretty smooth when I've gone over it with the sandpaper, so... I'm going over it sensually with my hand here. Let's use the Q-tip to knock the dust out of these tiny little details. Okay. Got dust on the other side as well. Jeez. Okay, so now the stuff is removed. We've got what? No logos on this side. Crap. There we go. No logos on this side. And no logos on that side. Which is where they were previously. That's looking a lot better. All I need to do now is get rid of the Made in China logos, which are on the the stock end of the gun just about here. But they're really tiny and in white. I can probably get rid of those at some other point. And on on the side of the access door here, there's a load of stuff that you can see in black there. That's like warning for batteries and copyright stuff. I'm gonna have to get rid of that as well. So that's obviously gonna not be as shiny at the end of the day, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna get painted over anyway. The only other thing that I could try doing, this is gonna be absolutely terrible here for angles at the moment. Ugh. So the only other thing I can do here is try and modify this ammo thing. The only thing I can think of here is get rid of the Halo logo, because there's a Halo logo here. There's a big 10 on it, which I don't like, but I don't think I can get rid of that without messing it up. There's a Nerf logo that's there as well. And then there's another, there's two either side. So the mag, I'm gonna have to at least get rid of the logos on the mag. I don't so much mind the 10. That can be, I know that can be on there and not really be too bad, but yeah. Hey, Ion. So let's just put that in there for the moment. At least this is done for the time being. Let's see here. How to put this back together now. Okay. The only problem was I didn't really pay too much attention as to what side was which when I took this apart. I was just like, oh, there's screws in it, let's just take it apart. Okay, so that's that back together. Now all I need to do is put the screws in that. I was actually considering putting a proper flashlight there instead of the plastic one that they've got, but I've still got to look into that. Use putty or something and sand it away, says Iron. Yeah, I suppose I could. Is the 10 the ammo mag? Yeah, the mag holds 10 darts. Was the 32? It's the same with the ammo counter here. Like, if I could change it so the mag was better, that'd be great. Because, like, I want to change that so it says 32 or however much is in the Reach one. Because the idea is to make it like the Reach assault rifle instead of the Infinite one. But the ammo counter, I actually want to put like a little light in or something because I've seen people do that, so it looks like it glows. Yeah, this thing is really weird. But at least that gets rid of the... I love the way Susan's just cut the music off here. Yes, I do want to keep playing the music. Ugh. But yeah, the mag only holds 10 rounds, and it's a bit of a shame. But at least those logos are gone for the moment. So this one I'm probably gonna do in between everything else that I'm doing at the moment. Like I said, I want to do more of the Gunpla stuff. I might finish off the Gym Guard custom tonight. So I'll be putting up these ones a little bit less frequently, but we'll see how this goes. I'll probably put another one up once I've primed it and stuff like that and see how it looks. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!